Hey guys, curious how you all are setting up your meta accounts to win on BFCM. Like, give me BFCM 2025 meta campaign setup 101. So in other words, what are our best practices here heading into this season in terms of meta account setup?
This episode is brought to you by Fermat. Whether you're running paid ads on Meta, Google, or TikTok, Fermat can help you increase your conversion rates without touching your website. They help you save time by generating high-converting landing pages in minutes using AI and boost your ROI growth with built-in A/B testing and real-time optimization. Fermat offers seamless integration with your ad platforms and Shopify checkout, so you can create custom post-click experiences without designers or developers. Over 500 brands have scaled their e-commerce business with Fermat, improving their conversion rates by an average of 30%. Go to Fermat.com/CTC today and sign up for your exclusive 7-day trial. That's FERMAT.com/CTC.
All right, welcome folks to the DTC Hotline. This is your direct connection to hot takes, cold truths, and real e-com advice from the best in the biz. I'm your host, Richard the Professor Gaffin. Call or text 866-DTC-2263. Get your burning e-com questions answered. That's 866-382-2263. You can leave us a voicemail, shoot us a text, ask whatever is on your mind, DTC-wise. Our operators are standing by. And speaking of which, let me introduce our operators today for you. We got Tony the Chopper Chop here, coming in live from beautiful Newport Beach, California. We got Luke the Weatherman Austin coming in from CTC HQ in Costa Mesa. Tony, what's going on, man?
Morning, Richard. Doing well. Just nice recharging weekend. Ready to get going.
Yeah, did a little surfing, I understand.
Yep, first time at San Onofre.
Wow, it's San Onofre is a noted spot.
Chill. It's like a slow, easy wave, and so for
nice.
a beginner such as myself, it makes for a good day.
All right, perfect. All right, San Onofre, perfect place to start surfing. It's you learn something new every day. Luke, the Weatherman Austin, of course. Luke, what's going on today, dude?
Oh, we're enjoying some overcast weather in
wow.
cloudy Southern California.
Okay.
This morning, my son at 4:30, he decided to do daylight savings a week early. So 4:30 this morning, him and I and our dog laps around the neighborhood park, just hanging out,
Yeah,
enjoying the sun coming up. So
that's great.
That's the energy. That's the energy that we are in. We're in the future. We've already passed daylight savings.
Right. So it's 9:30 right now. So you've already been awake for 5 hours. So that's kind of the energy we're bringing here.
Exactly.
Today, right now.
Exactly.
Love
There's
it.
so much of the day left.
Yeah, it's basically the afternoon for you. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's jump right into it. So just like last week, we have one question that we're focusing on because there's one thing that's on everybody's mind right now, which is of course Black Friday, Cyber Monday upcoming. So we're keeping it focused here. This is a text message question I'm going to read out and we'll dive right into it, get this one answered. So the question is, hey guys, curious how you all are setting up your meta accounts to win on BFCM. Like, give me BFCM 2025 meta campaign setup 101. So in other words, what are our best practices here heading into this season in terms of meta account setup? So who wants to jump into this one first?
Oh, okay. So when it comes to campaigns, this may be, I think Tony and I are going to be very on the same page here. We didn't actually talk about this leading into the conversation. I think we're going to say a similar thing. And I think it actually might be surprising for those folks listening, maybe different from what you do. Which is, in general, campaign structure, what necessitates a separate campaign or ad set is you need a different bid. That is the reason you need a separate campaign or ad set. So a bid is going to be related to a different efficiency target that campaign has due to the products or offers being shown that have a different marginal composition, right, relative to the other. So if you have product A and product B, but they have the exact same margin composition, unlikely to be exact, but the exact same margin composition, COGS, delivery costs, et cetera, have them in the same campaign. You don't need a different campaign because they can operate off the same bid. They have the same margin composition. And so when you enter into marketing moments, specifically sale periods that have discounts, you're going to need a different budget, a different bid than you would in other times because there's a different marginal composition due to the discount on that set of products. Now, if there is little to no complexity in the marginal differences in the products and the sale that you're running for the time of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you want to start in the simplest account structure possible, which is going to be one campaign consolidated with everything in it, and ideally in a cost-controlled min ROAS or inflated budget bid cap setting. That's sort of like would be my most ideal. Is like go into the account. It is the simplest version as long as the marginal complexity allows for it. A campaign with either set at min ROAS or bid caps with inflated budgets, sort of like the perfect time period to be able to have that set up, because the variable demand is so wide during these days that you want to be able to catch the upside limit of it. And then the complexity, the layer of complexity you're going to build off is related to, again, you need a different bid against that, which will come into play if you're running campaigns towards retention customers or lapsed customers, right? So you'd have an acquisition campaign and then like a lapsed retention campaign, maybe separate out on that level. If you sell internationally and you have different delivery costs associated with international, then you probably have a US campaign and an international campaign. Then you start to segment based on needs for different bids, but only after you start at the simplest point possible, which is load as many creatives as possible into this consolidated campaign for Black Friday, Cyber Monday with a cost control setup and an inflated budget against it, and then duplicate that campaign, set it to highest volume or value, have it in your back pocket already through Meta's review and approval. And if for some reason you need more delivery and that you're not going to go to accelerated delivery on that cost control campaign, no, you're going to flip on your highest volume or value campaign that's already through approval and review and get through budget and additionally way. All right, Tony, what do you got? What did I miss, and what else would you add?
Well, no, that I was just waiting for that last shoe to drop. So, like 363 days of the year, you're really thinking about the way that CTC thinks about meta ads count structure and really media structure across the board is protecting, like controlling for downside risk, right? So, cost controls, however you want to think about it, so the bidding that favors the cost protection. 363 days a year. 2 days a year, your risk is actually on the other side. Your risk is actually potentially underinvesting, and that's Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and you could maybe throw in the 2 days in between into that mix as well. So the point of having the backup campaign, the duplicate of the normal setup that you have that's on min ROAS or cost cap or bid cap into a highest volume setup is to protect against the actual risk on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, which is underinvesting at this really, really unique moment in time where consumers, potentially more so than any other time of year, have their credit cards out, they're ready to buy. The buying behavior is just totally outside of the normal 363-day pattern. So, yes, just doubling down on everything that Luke said. We want CTC's like premise for account setup is as simple as possible. You can think about the necessity for when you want separation at the campaign or ad set level as a function of when you need a setting that's at a campaign or ad set level. Typically for us, we think about that as a different bid, and then have that simple setup duplicated into a highest volume type bidding ready to go.
Yeah, well, I mean, so that feels like that's the big reveal here. This idea that there's the whole time there's been this highest volume campaign in the background that's ready to go on at any given moment. The idea there is like you're not getting enough spend through, let's say, in the main one, or you feel like there's more opportunity. You flip that one on, let it go, and that picks up more of the volume. Any other sort of like unexpected tricks or anything like that, or is it basically just like, hey, build it out this way, have this thing on the background?
I mean, there's a couple little small point nuances. You want to get your daily budget set the day before, so the night before you want all that stuff set correctly so it hits the pay attention to the time zone your account is in. That's actually a little trick that little trap that catches people to not know the actual time zone to get the daily budget set the day before. In the Black Friday, Cyber Monday period, there's a little bit more sort of budget surfing that is necessary. So get the daily budget set where you want them to be the day before. We usually advise for a little pullback and tightening at the end of the day on Friday. and then repeating that process on Sundays, opening up into Cyber Monday. And then on Monday, for sure, the biggest mistake you could make is leave your Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend budgets in that account going into Tuesday morning. So just some conscientiousness around the pacing of how the sales happens.
Still sending people from email, SMS, or direct mail to the same old product pages? It's time to level up with Fermat's AI landing page and PDP builder. In just minutes, you can spin up personalized landing pages and PDPs for every channel, from email campaigns to QR codes and direct mail to paid ads. No designer, no developer, no waiting around. And that's just the start. With Fermat, you can A/B test every funnel, customize experiences by audience, and track performance across all your channels, all in one sleek dashboard. Now here's the kicker. Most people think Fermat is just for ads, but actually 80% of our customers use it in email, direct mail, and every place they need a landing page that works harder. Try it yourself, free for 7 days. Head to fermat.com/CTC or just click the first link in the description.
Luke, any other sort of BFCM tips and tricks we should know about?
I think we should talk about the landing page for a second.
Okay.
There's a lot of different places you can send customers on Black Friday on your website. And in most cases, you're going to have the sale communicated on on homepage, your main homepage banner. It's going to be on the top bar of your website, likely, and then potentially doing some sort of strike through pricing on the product level as well. And so the sale is going to be showing up and should be showing up on your homepage and your collection page and your product pages, right? And then maybe you have a specific landing page built out for it, but that it'd probably just be the homepage if it's a site-wide sale, especially. So landing page destination is an interesting conversation. The main reason is for many brands. If you look at Google Analytics historical data or do analysis, you'll see our homepage is one of our top performing websites from a conversion rate standpoint. I've been in a number of these conversations. And typically the reason for that is you only really send to your homepage when you're running a sale or a promo. And the rest of the time you're sending to collection pages, product pages, or landing pages. And so relative to those, it does look like the higher converting place. So this is all mostly an admonition to look at the data, look at what the historical sort of performance has been on a landing page destination URL structure. And likely homepage is going to be the way to go, but there's no reason to not have additional landing page destinations built in to additional ad units, right? So you have the same ad driving to your homepage, the same ad driving to a collection page that's holiday oriented, or a landing page that's the sale oriented. Or if it's a specific individual product or bundle, potentially less likely, but if it is, then driving people right there, so that you can remove the amount of friction points as much as possible within that. Connected to this is sort of just like rapid fire, just other things to look for in this time period. Frames on your DABA and DPA carousels with highlighting the sale, get those in. Just a big call out of what the promo is, and it links out directly to those products. Another thing, in addition to the account structure and the landing page URLs that you are sending to. And then outside of that, a couple other call outs on the site. You probably have email flows or pop-ups set for sort of evergreen offers. So $20 off your first order, that could pop up that, once you visit 2 pages, it pops in after 20 seconds, or you have a welcome flow that's automated that has that offer. People sign up for SMS. Get all of that consistent to be what your offer is during that time period. So people aren't getting to the website, seeing the offer for your main sale, then seeing the $20 off your first order, evergreen, sort of when you click in and do the SMS. Get all of that consistent to orient around your offer, and then focus on the landing page destination URL that gets them closest to the product that where there's an offer associated. Simple account structure, DABA DPA frames, just get everything tight and clear and screaming what the offer is, and getting the customer as close to it as possible.
Love it. To your point, by the way, about DBA frames, that's another general creative piece of advice that we have, which is throwing frames of various kinds on your evergreen best performers, which is to say, instead of relying on brand new net new holiday creative, which is something you can create obviously, but like putting the messaging on stuff that's already working. Just another quick, fast and dirty trick to get something out there that's actually be pretty effective. So okay, cool. Well, I feel like we've gotten a lot of hot takes out of this already, so I don't necessarily need another hot take corner. I think building an entire phantom highest volume campaign that's lying in the wings, I think is pretty. So we'll leave it at that. But all right, folks, I think that's going to do it for us today. So remember, again, if you have any questions, e-com questions like this one that you want answered on this pod, you can call, you can leave us a voicemail, 866-DTC-2263, or you can shoot us a text there. We might read your question on a subsequent episode. So for Tony the Chopper Chop, for Luke the Weatherman Austin, I'm Richard the Professor Gaffin signing off. We'll see you next time.